These are 3 habits that you need to help you in your journey of weight loss. Before I get into the video, if you're someone who struggles with weight loss, consider clicking the link in the description, and I will personally make sure that you achieve that goal of losing that body fat, because you're probably sick and tired of how you feel and look, and I was once there. Also, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button right now. So, 3 habits, and these are habits that I saw that I lacked when I had many failed attempts at losing weight, and I saw that when I fixed those habits is what helped me uh, propel myself in my weight loss journey. So, habit number 1. It doesn't matter the order; they're all important to me. But the consistency. So, what when I've had these many attempts on my weight loss, the reason, the all 3 habits are the reason why I failed, but this reason was part of it, obviously. So it was consistency. I didn't have the consistency whenever I had any attempt to lose weight, whether it was doing cardio, doing the keto diet, eating foods that I thought were healthier. But again, the reason I failed is I lacked the consistency. I would do it, but then I would fall short right after that and go back to my old ways that got me to become overweight. The habit number 2 is discipline. Kind of goes hand in hand with consistency. Again, I wasn't disciplined enough to get through the hardship of losing weight. Therefore, it caused me to be inconsistent. So I'll give you an example. When I was trying to do keto in college, there were moments where I would eat foods that were keto, but in between meals, I became hungry. I easily became hungry, and I didn't understand the concept of fasting, or I did, but it just never crossed my mind. So I never took that into consideration, intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting. But again, as soon as I felt hunger, I felt so uncomfortable that I had to eat something. And a lot of the times, because of that, I resorted to eating whatever was available to me, which was junk food or foods that were not the keto diet. So consistency and discipline are 2 very important things when you're trying to do something like lose weight. Otherwise, you're just going to keep falling short. Now, number 3 is education, or educating yourself in the topic. Or it's not so much of a habit, or the habit of actually trying to learn. If you're doing things trial and error and you're saying whatever, again, you're going to have a harder time in succeeding and seeing results. So have the habit of looking into things and researching, because a big reason I kept failing at stuff like keto and stuff is because I didn't know how to approach it. I kept doing trial and error. For example, a way that I thought I was doing keto was I would get a chicken breast or a steak, and the night before my class in college, I would prepare it, and then the next day bring it to school, and then for lunch I would have that, and I'll say to myself, "Oh yeah, this is good progress. This is keto because it's high fat, high saturated fat, and high protein." But again, I just didn't know that eating just this won't be suffice. Maybe I should have breakfast, lunch, and dinner all keto, or maybe I should educate myself and look into fasting to help with the hunger in between meals, so that I can get away with eating this chicken breast or steak. And when I get hungry, I understand, okay, this is a good sign, because when I'm hungry, that means my body is consuming more of my body fat, especially when I'm in a state of ketosis. And those 3 habits will help you with whatever you're doing in weight loss. So let me elaborate on that, because those 3 habits are what I lacked, right, in my attempts at weight loss. Now, when I finally lost the weight, to give you a backstory on that, last year in 2023, I used to be 205 pounds, and I lost 25 pounds. I went down to 180 pounds, and that was done with the keto diet. And again, it was because I used those 3 habits I educated myself, I became disciplined, and I became consistent in my attempts. So I stumbled across a channel about keto. They specialize in keto, so I learned all this stuff. I made sure to learn everything that I can. I binge watched the videos. And then I properly planned things out and properly executed my attempt, and therefore I became disciplined in eating foods that were keto. I became disciplined in fasting in between meals and intermittent fasting, and I became consistent with that. I did it every day, and because I knew. So that, me personally, that's how I lost my weight, using those three habits, and that's what helped me. Uh, on the side note, if you're someone who struggles with weight loss and had many attempts just as I had, that I suggest doing the keto diet, and because again, my point is maybe those other attempts would have worked, doing cardio or eating other healthy foods, but because I lacked the three things, I kept failing. So maybe I could have lost weight by just focusing on cardio or the other method. But yeah, it's just personal preference of me doing keto. That's what I found works best for me with my lifestyle, with my way of doing things. So do that into consideration. Educate yourself. If you want to try keto, educate yourself. Do a lot of research. There's a lot of channels out there. There's a lot of information out there to help educate yourself for keto and losing weight. Also, there's the link in the description, which I will, again, use my personal experience with keto and with losing weight and all my habits and all my mistakes to help you get to your goal. So there's that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and like the video.